Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And let's find out what's on the hook today. Today is a beautiful, beautiful Monday, and the weather's cooled off a little bit here in Chattanooga. We have had a lot of hot weather, and if you'll notice in the one of the videos that I have attached to this one, during the video I'm going to show my new finished diamond project that came in and from the framers, and there is a box fan in the dining room because we just thought we'd run that just to kind of keep the air a little bit cooler. And I hope y'all aren't suffering too much from the heat. Maybe it will lift and we won't have to deal with so much heat. I know it's summertime, so it's going to be hot, but it's been extremely hot in some areas. If you're in the path of the hurricane, I wish you all the blessings from On the Hook Crochet. Please be careful. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Just a reminder that I have a community as well, and it costs nothing to be in the community. When I say if you're a member of the community, I don't mean a membership to my channel. I mean a membership to my community. It's totally free. You get a free pattern, and you get anything that I send out, either emails or free patterns that I send to the community. It's the On the Hook community, and we're just glad to have you, and I hope you join up. There's no cost at all. At any time. Everyone has the same level of membership, so there's no cost involved. Keeping it free for my subscribers and viewers, so please do that. Also, like this video. It helps me to know that you want me to create more content like this. So let's get going. First of all, if you remember last video, I was looking for some yarn that had this tag on it, the Cloud Sock Audine Wools. And Cy of, her name is CY, I guess that's short for Cynthia, and I'm not sure, but Cy from the Bronx, New York, had some of this yarn and wanted Rose to have it. Rose was asking for it. Rose is out in Maryland, and so I received the yarn from Cy because she didn't want any compensation for it. What a sweet gesture, very sweet. And I sent it on to Rose. So Rose, I hope you do well with your project. And you can thank Cy for that because she sent the yarn to you. And through me, I appreciate being the liaison there. And that was very sweet of you, Cy, not to ask for any money for that yarn. There were 4 skeins of beautiful knit crate yarn, kind of a luxury yarn, very, very beautiful yarn. It was red, by the way, and I didn't know that was the color of Eclipse, but that was red. So there you go. Now I received a big box of goodies from Karen, who does live out in Washington. She was the one I was thinking about. Karen, you live out there in Washington. And she sent me all kinds of goodies in this box as a kind of a thank you for something I did for her a while back. And she sent me this. It looks like it's handmade. I assume that it is. It looks like a pin cushion. I think it is. And I can hang that on something. Look, it's got a little elastic hanger on there. Isn't that cute? I just really like that. And she sent me a couple of mug rugs, or, mug coasters. Aren't those cute? Look at that. She's even got the coffee in there. Very cute. Karen, thank you. I assume that you made these. I think you told me that you did. And then I think 6 dishcloths that I can certainly use. This one will be for Christmas here. I like red and black for Christmas, but all of these beautiful dishcloths. Look at that. There's a orange and yellow, and there's another pink, another red and black. There is a yellow and green and kind of a peach color, white, beautiful. And then there's looks like Monet colors there. Those are beautiful colors, and a blue and white one as well. So thank you, Karen. Very, very sweet. And then she also sent me a couple of other things. This is a pashmina, and I haven't even undone it yet. I'm saving this for the fall. Isn't that beautiful? And it's so soft. It's made of silk. Very, very beautiful. Thank you so very much. And then a Christmas towel. And look at the 3 wise men. Some of my favorite icons from Christmas. Let me get them up there where you can see those. Very beautiful. And then 2 other things that she sent. One is a red crossbody bag, and lately I've been wearing crossbody bags. I don't have a red one, and so I am so thrilled to have this. It's got a side pocket for my keys. I always have to have an outside pocket for that and one for my phone on the other side. And then lots of pockets inside, 2 different big pockets. So it's just got some great things on it. Adjustable straps, so I can wear it as a crossbody or as a shoulder bag, or even pull them way up and just carry it like a purse. So very, very nice. Karen, thank you for all of that. And then also she sent me this beautiful project bag. Look at this. This is very, very nice. Love cherries and cherry red. She knows that red is one of my favorite colors, and it really is. This has a nice handle on it as well. And I think she said that she had this made special by someone at a craft show. And so look at that. Isn't that cute in the bottom? The bottom is lined with the outside fabric, and then it has the red and white dot fabric on the inside, and also a place to put your yarn through. And you can close the bag up and carry it and use it in the car or anywhere you want to. You have your yarn coming out of the top, makes it really easy to do your crochet. So thank you, Karen, for all those great gifts. The one thing that Karen sent me that I forgot to show you is a crocheted cross. Isn't that beautiful? Look, and it's got a thing to hang it with. And I actually had it hanging over on my rack over here and forgot that I had it hanging there. Well, I wanted to show everything that she sent me. So Karen, thank you for that beautiful cross, and I will hang that up where I can see it. And so nice. Thank you again. I also have a couple of pictures from Deanna, who won the yellow DK yarn from, the yellow 24/7 yarn from Lion Brand that I gave away a while back, and she made a bag out of it, and I'll put a picture of it up here. And then I want you to look at the bag, and it's so pretty. But the next picture will be a close-up of the stitch pattern that she used. The stitch pattern was the star stitch, and a lot of y'all know how to do that, and I do too, but I resist putting it into my patterns because it's not the easiest thing to describe, and I don't do tutorials. So I thought, I'm going to show this beautiful stitch, and it looks really nice in the 24/7 yarn because the stitch definition is so tight. Really, really nice. So Deanna, very nice job. Love your yellow bag. That is so beautiful. Last but not least, I have a card from Barb, and she is in Minnesota. Look how beautiful that is. Love Barb. I love butterflies. We don't have very many around here because I don't have the right plants, I don't think. But Barb sent me that, and she is from Minnesota, of course, and sent me a thank you note for the Red Heart Flex yarn that I sent out. And that's a really nice yarn. I love it. It's different, and I'm glad that I could give it away as a gift, and Barb won it and just sent me a thank you note for that. So thank you, Barb, for sending that beautiful thank you note. As you know, I've been working on the Annie's Moroccan Tiles Afghan, and I'm sitting here. It's on my chair right here, and it's all completely finished. I'm going to record a video and publish it out maybe a day or two from now, and it will have my final thoughts and also the last 2 kits of what you do in the last 2 kits. The final thoughts will be about the entire Afghan and what I think of it, how well I felt it was put together, and all of the thoughts I have about being a good crocheter and crocheting this particular Afghan, and what I think it would be appropriate for and who it would be appropriate for. So be sure to watch that. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and you will get a notification when that is published. So let's talk about the next project I have in mind for Annie's. They had asked me to do another Afghan. I chose the striped Afghan because I wanted a project that was much easier to do and was more suited for an actual beginner crocheter. This is for an advanced beginner here or above, and the striped Afghan, I believe, as far as I know, would probably fit more of a beginner style crocheter. And most of my subscribers are beginners, not everybody. I know some of y'all have been crocheting for years and loving it, doing a great job with it, but not everybody is at that level. So I wanted to select something that y'all could follow me along with, and if you decided to do this along with me, we would do it together, kind of like I will put out a video and show you all about this particular kit that I get. I get a kit every single month for 10 months, and I do what's in the kit, and then I do a video and show you what it's all about. So that might be something you might want to try, and if you want to, you can use the link down in the description box. If you want to try one of these, you get a kit every month, and they charge your credit card every month, and you get to work on it all month or during the month at some point, and then your next kit comes in. And so what it does for me is it helps me finish a project. I would have probably never finished this Afghan because it did take a little bit of time to do, and I had to set some time away to do it because I knew there was another kit coming. So I couldn't just leave it alone for 2 months and say I'm not doing that. I really told Annie's that I would move along and do a video for each kit. So I'll be doing that final kit here in just a little bit, but I wanted to show you what I'm going to do next. This is their brand new color scheme. This is the Cozy Cottage Sampler Afghan, and it's a striped Afghan. As you can see, it's done in stripes, and each stripe is a little bit different. Now, I'll do a video about this as well for kit number 1 because there's a lot to talk about in the first kit. So I'm going to publish a video about that as well. So I have 2 Annie's videos coming up in the next few days, and I will get those out and you can take a look. So just wanted to let you know that that was available now with my link. So if you decide to do this, be sure to use my link so they'll know that it came from me. I don't get any money for it. They are sponsoring the Afghan and sending it to me free. But in response, I am actually doing a video for each kit and actually making the Afghan. I'm not just doing an unboxing. I'm making an Afghan. So I think that was a pretty good trade-off anyway. So be sure to use my link. And that way they'll know that you watched me or watched my video and decided to try it yourself. So there you go. Okay, here we go. I'm wearing my newest finished object, and this is the easiest tee. I'm not through with the pattern. I'm still working on the pattern because I'm going to do the pattern in 2 different ways. I'm going to write the pattern for the very easiest possible way to make a tee, and then I'm going to add options into it to make it more of a fitted tee, to have a little more detail in the tee, but you can also make it as a beginner or as an advanced beginner or intermediate crocheter and have a little bit more challenge to it. It doesn't have to be done that way though, but I did make mine the more advanced way, but the easier way, it looks pretty much like this too, just actually pretty much like it. And I just wanted to tell you that before I release the pattern. It'll be 2 different ways to make this particular tee. Now what I used to make this was Mary Maxim Sunrise, not sponsored. This is the premium micro acrylic, very, very soft. Oh, I'm wearing it now. It's just like having a sock on. It's really super nice. Very, very soft. And I will stand up and model this for you now. Well, here's the easiest tee. This is extremely easy to make. I'll turn around and let you see the back. It's a very, very simple pattern. There's no decreasing or increasing in this pattern, but it does fit you kind of nicely. And I'll tell you in the pattern how to do all that. I did do a single crochet, reverse single crochet around the neck and around the sleeves and around the bottom. And there's no ribbing on this tee anywhere, but I think it has a very nice finished look. And I'll walk up and let you see how it looks. This is the stitch detail. You can kind of see it here. You can see it a little bit better right here. Every other row is a different kind of a stitch, but it's not difficult at all. You might be able to see the back a little bit easier like that. I did some different things to this, and I give you some suggestions in the pattern how to make the pattern yours and to make your design. So even if you're a beginner, you can make this the way you want to and use any yarn you want to use. I wouldn't suggest a bulky, but a DK weight, even a fingering weight, or a worsted weight, Red Heart Super Saver. You could try it in that first to make sure that you can make it, and then try a little bit fancier yarn if you want to. Use a multicolored yarn or a one color yarn, which is what this is. And I just wanted to make it out of this Mary Maxim because I had the yarn and I thought I would make a nice summer tee out of it. This is very, very comfortable. I'll be wearing this until the end of the summer probably because it's just easy to make and it's very, very soft. Now I did have another one that's going to be in the Frogger finish gifts for next video. So be looking for that. It's at the end of the video. We're going to give away the yarn that I'm using for the easiest tee. And I'll probably, if I finish the pattern time, I'll put the pattern in there with it. You don't have to buy the pattern if you win the yarn. It's just, I'm not finished with it yet. I'm still working on it. So anyway, this is the easiest tee, and that's from On the Hook Crochet, and you can find it on my Etsy shop. I'll put a link down in the description box so you can go down there and take a look. Now, as you know, I do diamond painting, and I want to show you what's on the easel right now, and then what the finished object is that I have in my dining room, and I'll show you that as well. And then right after that, I'm going to show you a little bit about the containers that I use for diamond painting, and it's just a quick little look at them and what I plan to do with the ones that are left over from the finished object. So let's take a look at those videos. This is a last look at Irises by Van Gogh. This is the diamond painting I'm working on right now, and I'm working on it between projects, so it's not my main project. But this is how much I've done. Very beautiful, beautiful painting with lots of beautiful colors. Everything's beautiful, as you know. I just said it 4 or 5 times. But anyway, this is where I am now, right here. I finished all this week, and part of this back here too. I also finished probably about that much of this side, and then I moved up here to the left side, and I'm working on these flowers here, and I am starting this square the next time I pick it up. Today I'm expecting Romeo and Juliet, so I will show you an unboxing of that when I come back. Well, I have finished my Salvador Mundi, and here it is. I picked it up from the framers, and this is what it looks like. Very similar to the one they showed me at the store, where they took a picture of it and then showed the frame around it. Then I just showed you that picture, but I wanted to show you the actual painting, the diamond painting, excuse me, of Salvador Mundi. And here it is right here. I mentioned this, right there. I mentioned that in my last video, if you remember. Here we go. You can see the crystal here. Back up just a little bit more and a little more, and you can see kind of the shadow in there. This is our box fan because it's been so hot. We've had to run a box fan in here. Anyway, this is the finished product, and it's on my easel. As you can see up here, I have an easel in my dining room where I put my newest diamond paintings. And the one that was on the easel is over here, and I still haven't decided where to put this Monet. He's still sitting here. I'm not really sure what we're going to do with that one. But this is the newest, and they spend a little time on my easel in the dining room, and that way I can take a look and see how I like them and where I should put them in the house. So there's the finished diamond painting, and waiting for Romeo and Juliet to come in. Here's a quick look at the colors that were used in Salvador Mundi. I think they're all in this particular tray. I took them out, and I'm going to have to put these into the Ziplocs that I have that are labeled with this number right here. That's the DMC number. Get it up there. You can see it. 3799 for this one. I'll pour them into the Ziplocs with that number on them, and then I will peel this tab off and get them ready for a new diamond painting. So that's a pretty big job. I have maybe, looks like maybe 70 or 80 colors that I'll need to pour out and rip off the label so that I can reuse these particular containers. These are the ones that open on the side. There's a little catch right there, and you peel them up like that and pour them out, or pour them into a tray or whatever. I really love these. I'll put a link to this particular type of color containers for you diamond painters who are looking to move to the next step. This is a very nice container set that I've got 3 of them, I think, that all have different size containers. There's a large one. These are most of them are this size. They're just little tiny containers that hold quite a bit, actually, but that's the size that most of them come in. And then they have a very, very large size. I'm trying to find it on here. I don't see it. I've got a much larger one that would fit in about a space this big. I have one of those, and well, I have several of those, but mostly those aren't used. It's the smaller ones that are used. They have a small, a medium, and a large, I think, something like that. So that is the containers that I use. And it's made my life very easy being a diamond painter because they're just very efficient. They're easy to open. You can actually open them with one hand. You don't have to have two hands to open, although you can use the two hands if you want to. But they also come with a cover. You see the cover there that you can lock on. It locks on the sides here, and you can store these, you know, out of the way. If you're doing two different diamond paintings, you can store these away, bring your new one in, and you don't have to worry about knocking them over or losing any colors. So just a little tip. This is one that I love. I really love it. It's a wonderful system, and I will put a link down in the description box for you who are looking to buy this. I bought all of mine from Amazon and had very, very good luck with all of them. As you know, last week I had 6 gifts that I was giving away, and 5 of y'all claimed your gift. But the one gift that wasn't claimed was the fuzzy fleece bag. And if you have not done it, walk back to the other video and make sure that you're not the winner for that, because next week I'm going to pick another winner if I haven't heard from the winner from last week. So be sure you go back and look at the video that says Sunday sweater on it and watch it to see if you were the winner of the fuzzy fleece bag kit. So if you are, please get in touch with me and send me an email and let me know that you want it, and I can get that in the mail to you. I'm trying to move things out of my craft room, and they sit around and sit around. So last week we got rid of all of that, and everybody picked out their gifts. It was so great. I had 5 people who responded and claimed their gift, and they've been out the door for several days, so you probably have them by now. So that's from last week. Now it's time for giveaways. Let's give away the Cabana cover-up pattern, which goes with the 24/7 3 skeins of 24/7 yarn. Very beautiful yarn from Lion Brand. This is one of my favorite cotton yarns. In fact, it is my favorite cotton yarn. I know I made the Cabana cover-up out of Cotton Sprout by Premier, and I did like that. I wore it today, actually, out to lunch. I really like that one. I do. But this is a nice color as well. This goes with everything. It's very, very beautiful, and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. And that's one reason that I liked it. So I'm sending out the pattern and the yarn to make the Cabana cover-up. And let's select that winner right now. Here we are at the YouTube comment picker, and I have placed the internet site of last week's video there. And also I am using the word Cabana, which I asked you to use in your comments so you could be in the running for this gift. So I'm going to scroll down here, and what we'll do is we'll get the YouTube comments that were on the last video, and there were 148. Boy, y'all really like that. So let's see if I can find out where you go to pick the winner. I think it's over here. Here we go. Now this is for the Cabana cover-up pattern, and also for the 3 skeins of 24/7 ecru colored yarn. So let's find out who wins it. Look at all those people going by. Lori Marino. And there's the word Cabana in her comments. Lori, you have won the Cabana cover-up pattern and the 24/7 yarn. Congratulations. Well, congratulations to our winner. Please get in touch with me. I hope you enjoy making that Cabana cover up, or you can make anything you want to out of the yarn, but I thought I would send the pattern along because it makes up so beautifully with the 24/7 yarn. So now let's talk about next week's giveaways. Next week's giveaways are a new cross stitch magazine. This just came in. This is the fall version, October 2023. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful magazine. I wish I was a cross stitcher, but I'm not. But since my little grandsons sell magazine subscriptions, I'm continuing this on. So if you're a cross stitcher, be sure to put the word cross in your comment, and that way you'll be in the running for this next week, this beautiful magazine. Now, beside what's on the front, I want to show you this. This is what cross stitch can do. It is beautiful, beautiful it's a craft that I used to do and really loved it, but I've moved on. I'm really not a lover of cross stitch as far as doing it, but I love what it makes. It's beautiful. This is one that I wanted to show you, golden pumpkins. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Oh, wouldn't that be beautiful on your wall? Golden pumpkins. I love fall. The colors are so beautiful. I love these colors. Here's another one that I really, really like. This is called Cabin View. I don't want to ruin the magazine here. I'm trying to get it around there. There where you can see it. Cabin View. There it is. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a painting. It's got mountains and trees and water and a little house. It's a log house. I just love that. I think that is so, so cute. So this will be one of our gifts next week. All you do is write a comment down below and use the word cross in your comment. You'll be in the running for that. Now, our second gift next week is the frog or finish. I was going to finish this and I've gotten distracted. I've got some other things that I'm working on. So this is the Easiest Tea yarn that I was using to make the Easiest Tea, and this is how far I have gotten on it. It's a pretty good size piece. I would give you the measurements, but it doesn't really matter. You can frog it out or you can finish it, however you want to do it. I will send the pattern when I finish the pattern. I will send it to the winner. So by the time I'm ready to mail this out, I'll probably have the pattern done, and I will send a copy of the pattern along with this big twist yarn. And I bought 2 skeins of it, and it is really, really soft. I love it. I've already made some of it up in crochet, and it's very, very soft. I really like it. And there will be 2 skeins of this total. This is the big twist heather. There, let me get it up there where you can see it. I really like it. I like this. But I've used this much out of 1 skein, and so I was kind of planning to use a skein for each side, which is all you really need. I don't think you'll need a whole skein for each side, but I wasn't going to go any farther after I made that particular, after I finished the skein. I didn't want to go any farther because I only had 1 other skein. So there it is. That's the front part, probably up about almost to the armhole of the Easiest Tea. So there you go. That will be next week's gift. It'll be the skeins of yarn and the pattern if I can finish it. Hopefully I can finish it. There are 380 yards on each of these skeins, so there's plenty to make a top. If you're interested in winning this, just use the word twist. Use the word twist, T-W-I-S-T, T-W-I-S-T, the word twist in your comment, and you'll be in the running for the Frogger Finish Easiest Tea next week. With all that, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will be back probably first for my video for the new sampler Afghan, the striped one for beginners. Be sure you use my link if you plan to make it. I know a lot of you were working along with me on the Moroccan tiles, the one that's on the back of my chair here, that one. A lot of you were working along with me, and thank you so much for doing that. I'm just really thrilled that y'all took the time to work along with me. Some of you already had all the kits and were waiting to get started. So I hope that my videos helped just a little bit and gave you some tips and tricks on working on each one of those kits. So have a wonderful week, a great weekend this coming weekend, and I will see you next time when we find out what's on the hook.